Hey everybody, it's Josh, and welcome back to the Landlord Harassment Channel. Now, it's been asked of me why Haverkamp Properties as a whole is trying so hard to push me out of here, whether it's evict me, whether it's to harass me out of my lease, because it doesn't make sense. I've been a quiet paying tenant who's never caused any trouble for 8 years. So, what is their hang up about me? Is it financial? Is it motivated by personal dislike? Now, I told you guys about Brooke Farmer, but what about the upper management? A lot of you are wondering. For example, Todd Westenberg. Why does he want to get rid of me so badly? And I'm going to answer that question right here. And my answer is kind of going to be the same as I have with the other questions, but I'll get to that in a second. So, I don't think Todd Westenberg, who's like the second highest ranking person in Haverkamp Properties besides Brent Haverkamp himself, I don't think he himself is dying to get rid of me. I don't think he cares either way. Todd to me comes off like this sort of arrogant sort of douche. You'll email him explaining something, and he'll email you back these like 2 or 3 word answers, right? I don't think that he cares enough to really want to get rid of anybody, right? I think he views me as a piece of garbage, probably because of my previous homelessness, or maybe that's just how he views tenants in general. But he doesn't care enough to go out of his way to evict somebody. So this isn't him at all. This all comes back to Brooke and her personal trip with me. Whatever drives Brooke's hatred of me, whatever drives her to watch me like a hawk, to look for any reason she can to write me up, to make sure that I have no rights in here, to make sure that I have no comfort in here, and so on and so forth. This is 90%, 95, 99% Brooke. And to some extent, Vinny. But the reason Todd is backing her isn't because Todd necessarily agrees with her. You got to understand how Ames works, especially with these real estate people. So Todd very likely has kids, daughters or sons, the Brooke's age, that grew up with her. Brooke is an Ames resident. She went to Ames High School and everything. She's one of the few people in Ames that are actually from here. And I believe Todd is too, or at least he's been here for a very long time. So there's the familial ties here, and that's probably how Brooke got her job in the first place. You also got to understand, too, is that a lot of the real estate people, especially around here, even though they're technically in competition with each other, they make these pacts with each other not to step on each other's toes in various ways. And that so that they can have business together and not be at each other's throats. And a lot of these people are friends outside their jobs. A lot of them will go to the same golf courses together and so on and so forth. This is really significant. Todd Westenberg is the highest ranking, to my knowledge, the highest ranking person at Haverkamp besides Brent Haverkamp himself. But Brooke Farmer's mom, Brooke Farmer, the community manager that's been harassing me for the last year and trying to bully me out of my lease and trying to evict me and this and that. Brooke's mom is like an accounting manager or some kind of high-ranking bookkeeping or accounting manager over at Hunsinger Properties. And Hunsinger Properties is another really huge real estate company around here. And they build a lot of apartments. And I think Hunsinger actually gets into houses too. I don't think Haverkamp gets into houses. But Hunsinger does both apartments and houses. And sorry about that. I forgot to shut my heater off before I started recording this video again. Anyway, so you got Brooke's mom, who's a high-ranking person over there at Hunsinger Properties. You got Todd, who is, and Brent both actually, Brent Haverkamp, who are high-ranking people in Haverkamp Properties. They very likely have a relatively close friendship. Okay, so that's probably how Brooke got her job in the first place. So when Todd backs Brooke up whenever she tries to evict me or whatever, it's not because he personally agrees with her, it's because he doesn't really even want to know my side of the story. Because Brooke is a family friend, or at least she's the daughter of a family friend, and he's going to back her up no matter what. So that's where Todd's at with that, as far as I can see. Now, and probably Brent too, because there's got to be a reason Brent Haverkamp has ignored all my emails, right? So that's what it is, but it's not really Todd, it's Brooke. It all comes back to Brooke and whatever her obsession with me is, and whatever, like, her hatred for me is, whatever drives her to mess with me the way she does. It's almost all about Brooke. There's other people involved, and there's other people who are definitely approving her behavior, but this is largely a straight up Brooke project. Like all the harassment that's gone on against me never would have happened if Brooke wasn't running the show. Because the other people, whether they like me, whether they don't care enough to just come and start messing with me. You know? So, yeah, it's not about Todd really. It's not even about Brent Haverkamp really. But they're going to back up Brooke because Brooke is a family friend and within their real estate circles and all that. So, and plus, Brooke probably grew up with some of their sons and daughters. So, you know, that's what it is. So I hope I answered that question. I will probably make one more video later on today. And see you guys then.